Hi, I'm Emma Bell and I work with people to shift their mindset so that they can feel calmer, happier and more fulfilled right now. Now, your last call to action from the 5-minute workshop video was to apply those relationship questions, and I hope they really helped you untangle the relationship issue that you're faced with. Today, we're going to talk about what's called the reticular activating system. It's part of your brain, sits around here at the base of your skull, and it is responsible for keeping you stuck in a relationship dynamic, whether for good or for ill. So let's talk a bit more about that. You'll recognize this model from one of my previous videos. Let me just remind you what this model means. Initially, we all have a lens or a filter. That's the reticular activating system that I'm talking about. And stimuli occurs. We only are able to consciously notice 10% of the stimuli that comes flying at us every single day. And then we have thinking about it. Now, it's your reticular activating system that determines what stimuli you notice and what stimuli you remain blissfully, unconsciously aware of. And then you have thinking about what you do notice, and you have feelings about those thoughts, and that all comes out as behaviour. Now, let me tell you a story about Tom, Elaine and Parveen. Imagine that you are taking on a management role and Tom, Elaine and Parveen are going to be in your team. Now, I'm the outgoing manager and I take you for a coffee because I want to tell you all about Tom, Elaine and Parveen. So we sit down and I say, great news that you've got the job. Let me tell you first of all about Parveen. Parveen is fantastic. She is a safe pair of hands. She'll be great as your number 2. Now Elaine's a bit of an unknown. She's only been with us for 4 weeks or so, and so I haven't quite got my head around how she is, but she's always cheerful, she's always friendly, and certainly her CV is very good. Tom though, he's one for the watching. He went for your job and he's really sore that he didn't get it. And I've always had a very difficult relationship with Tom. He's just a difficult person. So armed with that information, you've absorbed it into your filter or your lens. Your reticular activating system is on high alert for information or stimuli which will confirm your existing view of the world, and you take on your new job. And you're in this lovely open plan office, and over in the corner you see Parveen talking to a colleague called Helen, and you can't hear what she's saying, but you see her gesticulating. Now you notice that because that's unusual. But your thinking might be concern, your feeling, your emotion might be concern, and you make a mental note to have a chat with Parveen later and see how she is. If it were Elaine that you observed over in the corner with Helen, with the same body language, gesticulating, then you might wonder what's happening. You might be curious because you don't know very much about Elaine. However, if it was Tom over in the corner gesticulating to Helen, you're going to notice that. Your reticular activating system has recorded that, and your thinking will be all over it. What's he up to? Is he trying to undermine me? Now the challenge is that when you have your initial one-to-one meetings with them, a welcome, how are things, what do you need from me, that is going to be written all over your face, because in our behaviour, when our thinking is not congruent with our tone and our body language, only 7% of the meaning or thereabouts comes from the words that we use. 38% comes from our tone of voice, and a whacking 55% comes from our body language, what goes on around here. So even though you're acting kind and open with Tom, he'll be able to pick up some of those same things he recognises from his relationship with me, that bad relationship, and that old dynamic will snap into place. So your call to action is notice where your relationships aren't going well and shift your lens, broaden it to think of constructive and helpful things so that your reticular activating system has you noticing those as well. Now you'll see coming up on the screen now a join our email list. Please click on there to receive more of these videos into your inbox. Have a great week and practice your call to action.